Look into the future, what do you see? I really need to know now, is there a place for me? If we're gonna survive, the dream must stay alive.
Authorities are appealing for calm throughout the evacuation process.
To my tribe. I was just so tired of being on my own, of being frightened and scared every new day. But then you guys came into my life. You finally gave me some hope, and I thank you for that. But now I just can't bear to see you all go someday, to once again be all on my own. Blaine was right. I am just useless, and I'm partly to blame for all of this. Perhaps it's better this way, and now I'm finding where I belong. Please, all I ask is to be buried by my parents. With all my love, Lauren.
Syan, what's wrong? It's Lauren, quick. Why did you do it? Her journal. It says that she couldn't stand being away from her parents too long. That she had to do it. Are we to blame for this?
I knew she was unstable, but I never thought she'd...
Why did you take them?
I thought I'd seen someone walk down this way. I thought I knew it was. Until this.
I...
How could you? How could you, Blaine? Like it wasn't enough that you had to screw up your own life. You then had to screw up someone else's too.
I didn't know she knew it was there. I would have...
You would have what? Hidden it better? Found somewhere else to keep your stash? And you know what the worst part is? Not only did you give her the means to kill herself, as if it wasn't enough, you also pushed her right over the edge.
What? I don't remember.
Of course, why not? Why shouldn't you? You're either completely drunk or drunk out of your mind. Just look at what you've done, Blaine. Lauren's dead. Lauren's dead. Drugs don't help, Blaine. They only make things worse. Can't you see? Can't you? The others don't know about any of this, about your drugs, that she used it, or her note with what she said. And we're going to have to keep it that way. This tribe, these people, the closest thing to the family that we have, they're all I've got. as it's obviously that I don't have you anymore.
She missed her parents greatly, missed them more than life itself, and to think all she ever wanted from this new life of ours was to have a family again, to be part of a tribe. And now she's finally at peace, and has found a place with the parents that she loves so much. Farewell, Lauren, but just know that you've finally gotten your wish. For better or for worse, we are a tribe. We might have come together as strays, but we're a tribe nonetheless. I just wish that you were still around to hear us say that.
Syan.
Just let her go. Looks like she needs some time on her own.
What? I'm sorry, it's just that in the last few days we haven't really talked. I don't know anything about your past at all. I don't know who you are. There isn't much to tell.
Oh, come on, this should be interesting.
My parents were quite rich and well respected in the community. They didn't really have much time for a little girl, and yet they went and had one anyway. Trophy daughter for a trophy couple, except they couldn't cope. They sent me off to a boarding school as soon as I was old enough. All girls and all hormonal bitching.
It sounds like you had a hard time. Parents never wanted to give you any attention. Just like me and Syan.
In those situations you quickly learn how to survive on your own, as I did. Of course, being rich did have certain privileges, but that all disappeared once the economy collapsed.
When you say rich, you really do mean rich. What kind of business was your parents involved in?
Not involved in, owned. My dad owned most of the factories in the city, as well as a few offshore oil rigs.
The factory?
Yeah, what of it?
Grace?
Several months before the virus hit, the owner of a local factory decided to punish all the workers. My father was amongst them. They were only fighting because of the terrible conditions they were being asked to work in, but the factory owner wasn't having any of it. He fired them all.
You have to understand, it was just business, nothing personal.
Just business?
With Dad out of work, we so struggled, scraping the bottom of the barrel just to survive. But the medical bills just kept getting higher, and the debt collectors just kept on coming. We were forced to move out of my home. From that point on, everything just got worse and worse.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I knew that he'd hurt people, but not like that. I'm so sorry for what my father did. I truly am, but please don't throw me out for what he did.
Wait, I would never throw you out for something that your father did. This is your home, Alex. We're a tribe now. It doesn't matter what you or I did in the past. It's just painful to remember that time, that's all.
We'll get through this, won't we?
I just don't know. I really don't know.
Out of the darkness, a light shines, burning through the pushed every day. If we're gonna survive, the dream must stay